Dum 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 dum. What up? What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, NBA Talk with Jay Money, my guys. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe. Coming off a little nice day yesterday, but regardless, today is what matters, my guys. What we getting into? Let me talk about this Clippers versus Suns game three, my guys. Obviously, Clippers are down 0-2. Just going on here doing a little quick hitter. Y'all can't hear me or what? Can y'all hear me? My guy says no sound. Can y'all hear me, my guys? Somebody say they can hear me, man. Can you hear me or what? Check, check. Mike, check 1 2 1 2. My guys, he say that shirt go hard. Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you, man. You can hear me? Yeah. I don't know why my guys. I got everything set up like I do usually. Maybe it's just one person says he can't hear me. But regardless, Suns versus Clippers today, my guys. I'm gonna do a quick hitter. If you want to check out the SBR show, we'll be talking about today's and tomorrow's game. I may go on tomorrow. I'm not sure, my guys. I'll be honest. This is the least inspired. This is the and you can tell it's not a. So probably last series we had around 30,000 bets on each game. It's about half that on these games. Nobody's really inspired to bet on. I guess nobody's really happy to see Suns versus Clippers or Hawks versus Bucks. We know that the Nets were put out. There's likely be a lot more eyes on these games if the Nets were still in here. But the guy did. Yeah, I'll be tripped out, man. But today we got Suns versus Clippers, my guys. Clippers are down 0-2. It's a couple of different ways you can look at this. Obviously, they just lost the game. They were up with zero point 0.9 seconds. Then Aiden gets the that alley oop or whatever. So the Clippers could come in down on themselves, or they could come in very confident, knowing that they could have stole one of those games. And like I say, it's two types of ways to look at it. You like, all right, look, they know that they were supposed to go at least tie 1-1 here going back to the house, but I mean they can't be afraid going down 0-2. They were down 0-2 both times in the series. I believe it would make history as well if these guys came back from down 0-2 in three straight series. If they came back and win, I must say it would be tough for me to see the Clippers winning 4 out of the next 5 games. But for today, though, guys, me personally, like I said, and this is just personal plays, not super heavy. And you don't always say, guys, you don't have to tell me this, but this is what I am on. I am on Clippers first quarter -0.5 and first half -1, my guys. And like I say, Suns, there's room for them to even come back in the second half, come back, win this game, go up 3-0. Me personally, though, I will be on Clippers here early and often. I do like them to I do like for them to come out with some intensity here. Chris Paul is back as well, and I'll tell you guys a hot take. A lot of people don't like my hot takes, but what's up, Nairobi? I see you, my guy. It's my guy right there, Nairobi Pittman. I mean, I do it for guys like you, Nairobi. You've been here every single day from the get-go. True, a real one, man. I do it for people like you, man. But my guys, everybody that's here, been here since day one. I appreciate y'all, man. But CP3 coming back for Payne. I don't know, but me watching Cameron Payne's, he's not better than Chris Paul, but he's younger, he's faster. He's shooting pull-up threes. He's a lot quicker, first step. Chris Paul is a lot more methodical, slow pace, you know what I'm saying, methodical, whatever. It may actually bode well, in my opinion, for them. I'd rather see Chris Paul out there to campaign right now, because, I mean, my guy is absolutely balling. Cameron, I mean, you have to give him his credit, man. Not a big fan of God, but you have to give him his credit, man. This guy can't start from the bottom. He's on the vet minimum, guy. He's on the minimum contract, and he's out here balling. Guy's gonna get him a bag for sure. Obviously, Campaign was one of the sorriest guys in the league. He is definitely one of the most improved players, my guys. He is. So what I'm saying is, CP3 coming back today, in my opinion, could hurt the Suns here early on. I love that Chris Paul's back here. I kind of said it. Hey, he's been hanging out in LA at his house. Like, you know what? When y'all, you know what I'm saying? I've been at my other house in LA. When y'all come here, you know what I'm saying? I just come on, ride my bike down the street or something, man. Like LeBron, you come through the secret tunnel or something. But regardless, CP3 is back. Should be back today. The line could move even more for the Suns. But like I say, I mean, I'm staying away from the full game. I do want to take Clippers full game, to be honest with you. Obviously, if they're going to steal a game in this series, it's going to be this one. You guys know how I feel. If the team that goes down 3-0, the 4, I mean, they know that the series is likely over. So if the Clippers lose this game, then obviously, I mean, it'd probably be a sweep, and I'll likely be on Suns in game 4. I will hate to see a sweep, my guys, but the Suns do look like they're one of the most balanced teams in the league right now. I mean, they could win the championship. I think it'll be. I ain't gonna even get to the other side, but with Suns, Bucks, just me though. I mean, but a lot of people say though, my guys. But Suns, I must say, man, these guys are playing clear and above a lot of other people. But Paul coming back today, I love to see it. I love to see it. Him at least early to start this game. I think it bodes well for the Clippers. Obviously, Chris Paul might have a gym or something in his house, but he hasn't been having game action. He hasn't been practicing with the team as well. So be interested to see what happens. Likely, if he's playing, he'll likely be starting. I think that'll throw things off a little bit. He may not be all the way there as far as like in-game shape, regardless of all that, CP3 playing or not. Give me Clippers first quarter, first half. I almost, it's not blindly, but I almost do this almost every single time. Not every time, different situations, but 0-2 team, which has shown fight in this series, coming back to the house in an absolute desperation spot. The first quarter, first half is the spot to look at usually. It's not an auto bet, but I am taking it today, my guys. Give me Clippers first quarter, -0.5, Clippers first half, -1. And I always say, if they're not coming out on top in their first quarter, they're not coming out with grit, intensity, and motivation, sense of urgency, they will likely lose this game and likely get swept, my guys. So in my opinion, if you're going to see something from the Clippers here, you should see their best game really come out. Because I mean, we can't forget the Clippers are a damn good defensive team. We cannot forget this, guys. So, and we know that role players play a lot better at the house as well. Suns are on the road here. Give me Clippers first quarter, first half, my guys. Like I said, if you guys like it, if you don't have a bet in the game, you want to tell me, that's what I'm on. But I mean, if you don't like it, if you Suns backers, if you love the Suns, hey, you don't have to take it. I'm just letting you guys know what I'm on, how I'm looking at the game, my guys. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. My guy Shark was supposed to be here today, but it's all good, my guy. It's all good, man. Rick Carlisle 4-year deal. And I bet, yeah, Rick Carlisle went to the Pacers, guys. I must say, I didn't expect it. I thought he would have went to the Clippers. I mean, I thought he would have went to the Celtics, not the damn Clippers. I thought he went to the Celtics team that he won the championship with, used to play for. But he went to the Pacers. Damn good hire, I must say. Pacers are a good team. They have good players. They didn't have a coach, and we saw it all year. Can't wait to the regular season next year, my guys. I simply cannot wait. But yeah, regular season, we're gonna run up. I'll be honest. I'll be perfectly honest with you guys. This may be one of the last shows during this NBA season. Unfortunately, I'm not too hyped up about the finals. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I'll be probably watching some games, may go on here live cast, but I'll be being perfectly honest with you guys. After this series, the Bucks Hawks series, I'll likely be, if not betting at all, making very small bets. I only like to come on here when I have something that I really think is going to win, my guys. So if I have something, then I'll come on here, but it's getting this weaker and weaker, my guys. And I'll be honest, the Hawks make the finals. I'm not coming on here talking about that. I'm not. I don't care. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm not talking about the Hawks. I am absolutely not talking about the Hawks. Damn good job from them yesterday, though. Damn good job, Shark. Come on, my guy. My guy in here. Let me put my. Let's see what my guy Shark like. I gotta hook my shit. 1 second, my guys. I gotta hook my shit up. 1 second, my guys. Come on, I just gotta hook my ear pods up so I can hear them. What up, my guy? Everything good with you?
What's going on, brother?
Chilling.
I am getting my faculties together here, as I don't have a Phoenix hat, but I do have a Phoenix banner, which is kind of nice. I have a Clippers banner, which is also kind of nice. And I have a Spurs hat on because I want to give a shout to Ime Udoka getting hired by the Celtics. And you were just talking about it. I saw you talking about the Pacers. Rick Carlisle just getting hired. Obviously, the league is turning over right now. And I think that's a fascinating and very exciting thing as we go forward next season. I mean, we talked about it all year. Some of these teams that just absolutely cratered this year have massive long-term upside, and they just couldn't get it together all year. And we are going to make absolute cash money next fall and winter. And I mean, as you were saying, I just clicked in here. Obviously, we've had some technical difficulties as we try to really refine this product going forward into next season, as we will be on here, I think, 5 or 6 days a week at high noon hoops with Jay and the Shark. But that is where we're going to really find our flow. Because, I mean, I was on the record saying going to the playoffs that this playoffs would be hard to cap. Peak motivations, new teams, new roster groups, new dynamics. We've never seen these teams before. Like, little did we know we'd be capping Atlanta Hawks game 1 at the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals. You know. So anyway, what's going on, Jeff?
Yeah, everything cool with me, man. I already broke them off with the plays. I'm glad you came in time, man, because I was just doing a little quick hitter. I am on Clippers early here, my guys. The only, it's officials, but like I always say, personal plays. I don't want anybody just blindly telling me didn't get pissed if we lose. If you like the Suns, you take what you like. I'm on the Clippers early, first quarter, first half, my guy. What you liking today?
Yeah, I mean, this game is really tough. I mean, the first standout point for me is obviously the last game opened around 4. Game 1 opened around 4. It comes in at -1, and we've been saying this all year. That's a 3-point home to road move, and that's just super stock. They're not giving you a hell of a lot of transparency. I actually really kind of wanted the Clippers to be laying 1 to 2 points here. The visual I had in my mind, which is clearly not going to happen because they didn't give us the line we wanted. I wanted it to be Clippers even 2 to 3, if I'm being real honest. And I was thinking it would be one of those games where the Clippers win the game, but Phoenix might cover. I could have seen this game literally being like a 1 or 2 point Clippers victory outright. And of course, the real tough thing here is just the merge dynamic, where you get the double revenge desperation game for the Clippers at home, but you do get the line holding enough strength to Phoenix on the road as well. And it's really just a difficult spot. And I think we really don't know how fatigued, sick, whatever Chris Paul really was. And if he wasn't, because obviously COVID, I mean, we're at the back end of COVID, let's be honest here. And the NBA is very, very careful about this. So guys in protocols sometimes are completely fine. And if he comes back off the rack and he's great, I mean, you ask yourself the question, do we revert right back to the Phoenix Suns bloodbath playoff ATS tour here? Obviously they had been obscenely good. They've covered every single game he's played without injury in the playoffs. So it's definitely a difficult look for me here.
Exactly. Yeah, it's crazy. It's gonna be a crazy game. It's Clippers or nothing for me here. Obviously, I always say if you think the Suns gonna sweep, then you take the Suns here. If you don't, simply put, it's not even saying you have to bet the Clippers, but it's today as Clippers are nothing for me. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, I may put someone Clippers full game. I know that the Suns are really good. What do you think about this, Shark? Chris Paul coming back. If you watching campaign, Chris Paul's a hell of a player, right? He's a likely he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Right now, campaign is better than Chris Paul. He's playing a lot better. He's playing a lot more juice. He's quicker out there. He's shooting threes, which means CP3 shoots threes as well. But right now, I guess what I'm saying is, like, me taking Clippers first quarter, first half, a large part of it is that Chris Paul is coming back. Could not necessarily mess up the flow. He is the catalyst for their offense, whatever. But campaign has been rolling the team very fine without him. I'm not saying they looked better without him, but he's a lot quicker player, obviously younger player with a lot more to play for. I guess right now what I'm saying is CP3 coming back, I think could help the Clippers, in my opinion, just for this particular game, for one game.
Yeah, I mean, if I to be honest, it's kind of a coin flip for me because obviously campaign has showed out completely, and he's really playing for a contract as well. If we're being really honest here, but I don't necessarily think they're going to see the growing pains, the adjustment with CP3 because of what we saw in the previous couple series. When he did come back within the Lakers series, it was right back to business. It really was right back to business, and I do think there's just great emotional continuity with the group too. You saw after that game, after DeAndre Ayton had that game-finishing dunk. They were in the locker room on a FaceTime with Chris Paul immediately. There's a lot of veteran stars in this league with groups where if the young group won a game without their 35-year-old star, they're not going to just quickly FaceTime that guy. I mean, he is a core within that group. That being said, to give credential to what you're saying, if the Clippers do win here and they come out well, I don't necessarily think this is going to be because the Suns come out that poorly. I think it'll be because the Clippers come out great. And I think you've seen it. And I think one of the key points here is Paul George is a different beast without Kawhi Leonard playing. He is a better player. I really believe that. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think he made a poor career choice signing up to be second fiddle effectively to a guy. I think he should be the A-list star on a team. And I think given the opportunity now to do it, you're seeing it quickly. He immediately plays a hell of a lot more focused, a hell of a lot more passionate, and then subsequently more efficient on-court basketball.
Exactly. Yeah, and guys, I'm not saying that Payne is better than CP3. What I am saying, he's a lot younger player, and I mean, age does come into a factor. Campaign is a lot quicker. He can shoot better. He get into he can get into the paint a lot. His first step is a lot quicker. So that's the only thing I'm saying, my guys. Obviously, Chris Player is the best point guard on the team, but the way that Campaign has been playing right now, he's been one of the main reasons. Obviously, Booker, but their style is a little bit different. CP3 obviously is not as fast as Campaign, a lot more methodical basketball, guys. So that's the only thing I'm saying. Beverly versus Payne is a little different than Beverly versus CP3, where it's mainly trying to set up his guys, going off the pick and roll, get the little mid-range jumper. Where Campaign, he'll come up and shoot a pull-up three on you. He can get into the paint really quickly. His first step is a lot quicker. So when you have a guy that's a lot younger than him, obviously right now, I mean, at this point in his career, he can be a lot quicker. That's the only thing I'm saying. CP3 obviously is up there in age, and this is one of his. I mean, that's why the Suns are playing so good. And CP3, no, this is his window is closing for a championship, my guy. So that's the only thing that I'm saying. I'm not saying that Campaign is a light years better player than CP3, but in today's game, CP3 not necessarily been practicing with the team. He's been out. I don't know if he had COVID or they say he tested positive, but regardless, he could have a gym at his house, but he still hasn't been having game action. It'll be interesting to see if they go towards. I mean, we know if CP3 comes back, he'll likely be starting. But if I'm the Suns, I mean, he wouldn't be bad to bring CP3 off the bench here. Wouldn't be bad at all, especially with how well Campaign is. So the only thing I'm saying is, insert Chris Paul right into the starting lineup here in this game 3. I think that bodes well for my Clippers first quarter, first half. That's the only thing I'm saying on that.
I'm not recalling off the top of my head. What did the Clippers do in the first half of game 3 at home against Utah? Did they come out well there?
I'm gonna have to go and check it out, man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. When they go down 0-2, they came back every single time from 0-2. Yeah. I'm pretty sure because I was on them. I was on them boys. Yeah,
and then because then I remember in game 4 you had Utah first. Or no, that was later on. Was that game 4? It was game 4, right?
No. Game. I think it was. It may have been. It
was game 6.
4. Yeah.
Back at the house. Utah came out and they blew them out in the first half and then melted it down.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I still had Utah, I believe, as well in the game 4, if I'm not mistaken. I still think I had them in that first quarter, some shit like that, man.
Yeah, I'm not because that Utah Clippers series for me, I didn't have an official take on that series games 3 through 6. I think I had one unit on one of the games, but it was just a tough series for me because I had a little bit. I mean, maybe not a bias. I was definitely maybe holding on to Utah a little too strongly there, and also, just going back on that, I don't really know how injured Donovan Mitchell really was in that series. People had said he's not, he's this, and that. And obviously, Kawhi Leonard being out got a lot of documentation, but Donovan Mitchell hobbling on the court did not. But yeah, I mean, I think that, truthfully, I like the Clippers side here better without Kawhi Leonard. I think if they went down 0-2 on the road at Phoenix and came home with Kawhi Leonard, I think there'd be a higher probability they come out flat here. I think with this –
I'd love to have Kawhi out there to guard Booker. I'll be honest with you. I think Kawhi Leonard was the main matchup. He'd have to go and get Booker. So I mean, I see what you're saying there because obviously Paul George is taking his game to another level without Kawhi Leonard, and you wouldn't get that same. But just on the defensive side alone, me personally, I was like, man, in game 1, I was thinking who's going to guard Booker, and I was thinking that would be their main guy to put Leonard on him. So, and George was kind of scared to. I had to go back and watch game 2, but I know game 1, Paul George would when I'm looking, I'm like, why does he only have 1 foul for the game? He wasn't guarding Booker. That's why. I'm like, man, you get 6 fouls in the game. I need you to get at least 4 or 5, man. Use them things up. You don't go to the next game, man. Use them fouls up, make them feel you. But we'll see what happens. I'm gonna say Clippers obviously played a lot better game in game 2. We're obviously supposed to win that one. Some teams can get down on themselves after knowing they were about to win or whatever, and then end up losing, or they could come out super pissed. So, like I say, guys, if you want to roll with me, I'm on Clippers first quarter, first half. I did get -1 for first half. It's up to 1.5. You know that the team down 0-2, especially coming back to the house. the first half is gonna catch steam, my guy. So even though you see yesterday we saw Clippers -1, then with the obviously Woj put out, hey, Chris Paul's gonna play or he's gonna give it a go. Then you see it flip back to the -1, -1.5 for the Suns, my guy. So could see it go up even more once Chris Paul is announced officially in the starting lineup. Regardless, I already bet Clippers first quarter, first half. I must say, guys, I want to put a little sum on Clippers full game. If I lose, then it just means that I'll have to take Suns in game 4, and it'll be a sweep. But on all, I do think the Clippers might get one.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, like, obviously, you definitely don't need to be apologizing to people in the chat. These are our esteemed followers, and we love them to death. You're not wrong at all. I mean, this is the dynamic. We talk about it all the time, long term. I mean, you're not even stating anything that's overly new. I mean, this is very obvious. Professional athletes down 0-2 in a desperation spot should give their absolute best effort, period. And I don't disagree, to be honest. I'm just a little bit worried about the series in general, going back through the regular season. And we've had talked about this before, being so sharp. The first game, the Clippers covered by a couple points. They came home. The Clippers laid 6.5. They covered by a couple points. Home game 1 regular season. Phoenix won 109-101 on like a 5. Again, 2 buckets. And then, Jay, you saw games 1 and 2. Both were razor sharp. They were real tight. Mm-hmm. Phoenix was up 195 on a -4.5 with like a minute and a half to go and then melted. And the one thing I always ask people, truly, you want to make money in this endeavor. If I told you you are going to be right on the figure with 1 minute to play, would you be thrilled with that? I mean, you might as well go flip some dice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's why we usually stay away from the coin flip games, because anything can happen and we can't be surprised either way it goes. And I don't know about you, but when I like to bet, I like to be, if I lose, I like to be surprised, to be honest with you. I like to be like, no, look, I really like this shit, but it happens, man. Anything can happen. I must say the Suns, they're playing, like, as far as just bench and their starting 5 playing and how they play defense, they look like the best team in the league right now, I must say.
Yeah, I mean, particularly when you see, of course, we didn't go on yesterday, but I had Atlanta +8 last night. I thought Atlanta would do what they did, and they did. I do think Milwaukee will find a way to get through that series. But when you get to the finals, assuming the Suns figure out a way to win this, they don't have to win 2 out of the next 4 games. I think the Suns really could win the title here, man. I think it's crazy to say, but I mean, they're very good. Very, very good.
Yeah, they probably have the best bench to go as far as just like overall. I like to talk overall team because their team defense is really good. I'm talking about 1 through 8. You got Torrey Craig coming off the bench playing like that, playing defense like that. Cam Johnson, like Cam Payne as well. But these guys, it's pretty tough, man. I don't know what to say. I don't even want to talk about the Bucks Hawks series, to be honest with you, my guys. I know I cashed the first half yesterday, but I didn't even watch the game. I recorded. I have to go back and watch it. I don't even. I don't know what to do with this league these days, man.
One comment, Jay. I think that series is going to be very robotic, and I think you're going to be able to make some good cash on that series, because if you actually look what happened yesterday, that was exactly what Milwaukee did in the first home game against Miami. They covered the first half by a hook. I mean, you can't even script it. I actually went on Twitter and I was talking about it. I said they're going to cover the first half by a close margin, and then they're going to lose the game, or ATS lose the game. It was the exact same replica. So then you go back to game 2 against Miami. They demolished them. Go back to game 2 against Brooklyn at home. They came out with a big first half or first quarter. And I think the next game is going to be potentially your Milwaukee first quarter spot, where they come out and just give like a 20-point victory in the first quarter.
Yeah, I'll be on first quarter, first half tomorrow. Just a little quick look for my guys. I'll be on first quarter, first half once again tomorrow, my guys. And I like it even more. The fact they lost the game, when I'm looking at my phone late and I'm like, they lost. I'm like, okay, take it first half again tomorrow. Simple put. They got it at the same thing, 7.5 on the full game, but this one didn't even open it for the first half. They got this one at 4.5. The books know that the Bucks, obviously, down 0-1 at the house. Give me first quarter, first half, man. I'm already on this shit. Let's go.
Yeah, and even if you go to the last series, Atlanta, off the game 1 win at Philly, they came out in the first quarter of game 2 and got demolished, 33-20. I think exactly. The first quarter more so than the half, but I think they covered the first half. I think first quarter next game is going to be a real spot.
Exactly. It's crazy because like the full games, I used to only be full game and I used to cash them at a high rate. Lately, I haven't been really cashing the full games, and then I just stay with these first quarter, first halves. It's one of those things where it's like, if it's not broke, just keep doing. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. That's why I stayed away from Clippers full game today. Because guess what? Just like I said yesterday, people that watch the show, I said it. So I'm staying away from Bucks full game, because when the Hawks, they turn up, they usually turn up in that third quarter, fourth quarter. It's exactly what happened. I'm so glad I didn't have Bucks full game, but the first half it cashed. It may have been a little lucky, but hey, the money was in my account, so that's the only thing that matters to me. But yeah, it was pretty lucky. I even saw that they were down there, right, or it was tied up. I'm like, man, what the hell are they doing? With 4 minutes to go, they went on a run. It was 54-57. Then the boys, Drew Holiday, get that steal. I was like, I appreciate you, my guy, but yeah. I honestly, guys, when I have money on these games, it's really tough for me to watch. You guys know how emotional I am. Every single call matters to me. No call matters to me. Today's NBA is just, I'm not going to get off in a rant, but it's tough for me to watch, my guys. So I come out here, I get some bets, I try to make some money for you guys, but oh boy, it's just a different league today, my guys. That's the only thing I say.
You know, one of the things that people have to really consider when they're looking at these lines, and I say this all the time, but it's very important. You have to realize this. These are professional athletes who function on very, very sharp averages. Like, and I make lifestyle, metaphors a lot. Like, where if you average like a 7:35 mile time, and you run like a 28, a 29, a 41, a 39, and a 38, and then we're like, all right, we're gonna bet the J Money mile time for today, and the line comes in at 7:34 and a half, and it's like we're gonna literally coin flip against the line. And so yesterday, like, you're spot on. Like, I agreed with that play 100%, Bucks first half. I just know the nature of it. It's not going to be a blowout because this is deep in the playoffs. Great teams, very consistent and well-graded teams by books. And sometimes in these environments, you just have to say to yourself, I'm on the right side of this. This is going to be sweaty. Like, it's almost impossible for this to be a blowout winner today. So that's just what you're dealing with. And it hit exactly as it should have been. It should have hit by a half to 1 point based on all the different points that we look at. So
exactly, my guy. Everybody in the chat, my guy says don't take the Clips tomorrow. I believe the game is today, but my guy says Suns in 4. I just want the Clippers to win one so I can stop fucking hearing it. It's Suns in 4 shit, but I don't know, my guys. I'm way too emotional. That's why I stay to myself. Not really a people person, to be honest with you guys. That's why I stay to myself. I'm sorry for coming on here. So many hot takes, letting you guys who I don't really like. So I'm sorry for this. I did a little too much because now you guys. Now, you know what I'm saying? You guys, a bunch of people hate me. I'm getting all type of hate. I'm like, I don't want that. I just want to come on here and give the place. I'm sorry about the past few days going rants, all this. But like I say, I'm sorry. I'm on Clippers first quarter, first half. If you like it, ride with me. If you like the Suns, you can take the Clippers. I mean, you can take the Suns trifecta, man. It's your money. I hope you guys cash. We're just on here trying to spread the love, my guys. But I must say, for the most people, 90% or 80% of people cool. The other 20%, you make me not even want to do this, man. I must say, but Shark, any officials from you today, my guy?
Nothing in this game, and I've really just learned over time. Discipline is a great thing to have if you don't like it, and I don't disagree with you. As I said, we've talked about this for the last 15 minutes. Esteemed minutes, great minutes, and it's good to be back, Jay. Obviously, it's hard to come on every single day. We appreciate everybody watching, but I will have some baseball plays today. And the beautiful thing about this endeavor in general is that there's 50 different sports to cap, and sometimes in different sports there's more availability. So I'll have some baseball plays. People follow me on Twitter, Sharks and Sports. We have full baseball commentary coming today as well, and we will be back tomorrow with an official look in the Eastern Conference Finals. Jay?
Yeah, hey, I'm glad you said that, man. Go and follow my guy with some baseball looks, man, at Shark and Sports. Like I say, it's getting to the point where NBA, it's only one game a day, guys. And I'll be honest, just me watching the number of bets. A lot of people are not even really excited on betting these games or maybe even watching the game. So it's getting real tough here. Obviously, towards the finals, these games are really just one game a day. It's not even really a lot to talk about. It's just one game. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, if you like something in it, bet it. If not, there's plenty of baseball going on. There's hockey going on right now, soccer, all that, my guys. So it's a bunch of stuff to bet on. If you guys like betting, you like coming to watch the show, hey, let's cash. But there's other stuff to bet on. It's definitely some baseball. I always say you don't have to force a play. I know about you guys. When I force something, I lose. I get double pissed, man. I'm double pissed. But definitely go and follow my guy at Shark and Sports. They're finna make me start betting some baseball. Go and follow me on Twitter at JMoney is Money. Clippers first quarter, first half for me. Lean full game, but I'm not going with the full game. I hadn't been cashing full games, to be perfectly honest. First quarter, first half. I would be surprised if it didn't come through, my guy. That's my guy at Shark and Sports. I'm your host at JMoney. Let's keep it going, my guys. Let's run it up one time. A guy with the Spurs hat. I can dig it, man. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. We gone. Championship rings.